Hey everybody, welcome to Cheesehead Trucker. No idea where I'm going today. I haven't even looked. We got a little bit of money, $1 million. We need to buy another garage. So I can get up toward Elko. I want to buy a garage up there. If I can get to Elko. Where are we going? I don't even know where we're at. I guess we're in Monroe, Texas, Kansas. I'm kind of looking for Missouri. We got some cars. Let's do some cars. Going to Fort Worth, Texas. Hopefully they're still there. Didn't get ripped off. Somebody stole my load. But yeah, it's Cheesehead Trucking because I'm from Wisconsin. It's the only reason. Thinking about it. Did yours guys do this too? Still thinking about it. Oh. We made it. Alright, I'm gonna see where the hell I'm looking first before I just jump in and go. I think I gotta go that way. Yeah, we're just gonna back this thing up. Let's get some lights on. Actually, we should start the truck first. And get some lights on. And park reverse. Forward. Let me out of here. I hate these gates. Anybody else with me? Traffic is off. If you're just joining, traffic is off. I got annoyed by it too much. But traffic offenses are still on. Alright then. It looks to me like they're all red. What are we waiting on here? Jeez. Get one red one, you're gonna hit them all red. What are you gonna do? Pizza House? Pizza House. Is that actually a chain? I mean, I know they changed the names of this stuff, so it can't be Pizza House, but is that Pizza Hut? Let me see the building. Kinda. You know, it looks like a pizza hut. Keep moving, so I'm stuck behind this. Yeah, I'm running if I have to. So, if you look down in the description, like down below the video and whatever in the description, it's a list of my things I'm using. Specs, not specs. I don't put PC specs in, but the other stuff, you know, the meat and potatoes, the steering wheel, the button box, the tools of my trade. Freight market. I'm going to Fort Worth, Texas. Looky loo around the corner. It's all the way around the corner. No, it is. Gotta back it in there. I gotta turn this thing. Camera is all jaked up. Corner of the building so I can see where I'm going here. Oh, that's forward. This is reverse. Oh, that's still reverse. Excuse me. And now we put it back in there. That even clip the building. I used to use that eye tracker thing. Did not care for that. That Tobii eye tracker. Tobii eye. Kind of pricey, in my opinion, as well. Just couldn't get it to work right. So. But those that are getting it to work, good for you. I have a friend that uses it. I can't get it. I can't get it to work. Not the way I want it to, anyway. Every time I would look to my left to look at my monitor, it would look out like I'm looking out my driver's side window. Because that's where it's at. Because you could set it up to watch just your head or your eyeballs. It would watch your peepers. Or it'll watch both of them. So, in all reality, I mean, it worked well for what it was wanting to do. Almost too well. That's the problem. That's what it was. It worked too well. And I was trying to sneak past it so I could look at my monitor, make sure everything's going good, and I'm going to take a picture of it here. And I tried, you know, and I work around, and it wouldn't let me work around it. What are you looking at here? Some building. So we can get a picture of it while we're sitting here. Monroe Church. Well, it's just a tree, but it counts as a thing. Let's get a thumbnail of this truckload here we got. It's crazy. Like, oh, it won't see me. It saw me too good. And then the mount system. That's another. I mean, and that could be on me too. But mount system, one of the best. I would highly recommend the aftermarket mount system as opposed to the essentially double stick tape that they send you. I didn't care much for that at all. They do sound like a mount system. It's weird that it mounts on the bottom of the TV instead of the top monitor. Instead of the top of the monitor. You know, you'd think with gravity, if you mounted it on the top, it would just sit up there and we wouldn't have to worry about it falling off the bottom. You know? Does it make sense? I glued something on the roof of my house, or, you know, roof of my car instead of the bottom of my car. I think to stick around longer on the roof and stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean. 61. Yeah, we're down in Louisiana yet. They have the weirdest speed limits. It'll be 70 for about 2 seconds. Gotcha. Yo-yo state, that's what they should call it, the yo-yo state. Speed limits up and down. But yes, I think it worked for what it was for, but it didn't work for what I was trying to use it for. The button box, love it. Necessity? No. But definitely worth the money. In my opinion. Kind of pricey, but still worth it. It's just nice to have everything programmed on a little box that already has the labels already on it. They're etched into it and it glows, and you can change the neon colors. And got keys. You can start it. Get all your brake buttons and trailer brakes. All that stuff's all programmable. Very easy to set up. Very easy. Ease of use, a 10 out of 10. Functionality, 10 out of 10. Everything works great. Have yet to have any issues. Did not buy the one with the TV on the side. Still the bigger box, but it doesn't have that CB on the side. I don't play any multiplayer right now anyway, so it doesn't make any sense to have the CB, because who am I going to talk to in single player? Nobody. Decoration on the side of the box. Not much pictures in Louisiana. I just need to get a picture of something, I guess. As far as, and it don't have to be laid out. I could fix that. Where we switch to 60. It's gonna get bright here for a second because it is got a couple of yellow cars on there for me. I'm not a fan of that hotel thing in the background. What do we go on this side? I got a giant pole sticking out of it. Alright, let's keep moving. Get it in another spot. What else? The racing cockpit. It's good. But again, if you have any questions about any of it, ask. Why are we doing? I don't understand this 50 mile an hour speed limit on a highway or freeway. far as driving it. If this is how it is, it would drive me nuts. What's that? It's already driving me nuts. Just want to get on the road and drive my truck up and down this speed. Ugh. 70. Punch it burger. Man. Said we refueled, but a little bit ago. We did it for that, but he did do the repair. I did the repair. I don't want to do 70. I want to do 69. I've heard that these car haulers are one of the hardest things to haul. I guess I don't understand physics or something. That doesn't seem like it's obviously there's something with it. If there's any real truckers in the chat, can you explain to me why it's hard load to haul? Squeezed and underneath that. My headlights could be a little bit brighter. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my eyeballs that are crappy. Once you get to be a certain age, it's all down. You'll be in denial. It won't happen to me. Oh crap. It won't get you. Alright, I gotta apologize because it's gonna get bright. Try to be gentle with it. Bring it in slow. Let's still come in hot. Let's just get it to noon and get a picture and got some yellow cars. Gotta have a spot for the logo. Maybe we'll go upper right with it this time. Yeah, this is Old Yeller, my truck. It's gonna get dark. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Old Yeller. Just my cheese truck. I like this truck in particular because you can read the gauges. Even my blind bud can read the gauges. It has a distance to empty right in front of you. This way I know how many miles I have left. Otherwise you're just reading an analog gauge. And it's like, well, it looks like it's a quarter tank. I don't know which side of the thing you're reading it. I know. Back in my day, it didn't have digital speedometers. It didn't have miles to empty. Cars didn't come with GPSs, Bluetooth readers, all that stuff. USB ports. What's a USB? Yeah. Charging stations for your phones. We didn't have phones back then. Oh man. Alright. But yeah. We had cigarette lighters. Actual cigarette lighters. The ashtrays came in cars. You have to pay extra for those. I don't smoke anymore, so I don't really care, but I just find it funny that back in the day it was in every vehicle. They were all in every vehicle. I don't know what year they quit taking them. The officer? Don't mind me. Facing the wrong way, by the way. Yeah, I wonder what year that was. They took the cigarette lighters. Well, I think that, well, now they're called power, whatever. I think you could buy the cigarette thing and plug in there. And I don't care. That's not the point. The point was that every car had an ashtray, or 12, depending on the car. They had them in the backs of the seats, which to me was the worst. You know, cigarette burns, especially at nighttime when you can't see the ashtray. You're trying to put it in that little dinky, because they weren't huge ashtrays. They were just little flip-down things on the sides of the envelope. Or not even no, they were small. You get like 3 cigarettes in it. But trying to find that little thing. And then if you push too hard, put it out, right? Put it out. Because you didn't want to just throw it in there to smoke forever. But if you push too hard, that little thing that you push on with the cigarette butt, cigarette, is actually the thing that pops the ashtray out, right? If you push too hard, it actually throws the ashes all the way. It was like the worst design ever. Then they had the ones in the armrests. You had to love those. And then, well, yeah, they were in the front. Giant trough of an ashtray, big on the side of the car. Some of them huge ashtrays. Then, of course, you had the morons that would just dump their ashtrays out on the ground. Because they figured, well, it's just ashtray, right? Who cares? Got my litter on the ground. We still have to have those people with those ashtrays that go in a couple. I'm in the parking lot and I'm going to walk over to that garbage can and dump my shit out. So I'll just dump it right here in the parking lot. It'll blow away. At the edge of the parking lot. Just lazy people. The same ones that don't push their shopping carts back in the thing. I don't understand it. It's just lazy. That's all it is. People are getting lazy. With cigarette burns all around that ashtray. You got an ashtray back here? Yeah, it's right behind the seat. Okay. Because everybody smoked back then. Everybody smoked. You go to the doctor's office, people are smoking in the doctor's office. Everywhere you went, every restaurant, every bar, every whatever, freaking McDonald's, you know, had the little thin ass ashtrays that you didn't want to hold in your hand to put a cigarette in. It would burn right through that ashtray. It would burn in your hand. You always made sure it was sitting on the table. Even if you put it on your knee or like, it'll actually burn the heat right through that paper thin. It was like a foil, aluminum foil, essentially. Worst design ever, but it was cheap. It was an ashtray. I never. It wasn't my thing, you know. It wasn't my thing to smoke after I eat inside of a building. You know, I'd get out to the car and have one. To actually smoke while I'm eating, that was. God, wait for my meal and I'll have a cigarette while I'm waiting. Oh, I'm still waiting for my meal. I might as well cloud up the whole area and make everything taste like ashtray. Again, I say this now because I was able to quit. I'm just razzing on you. I would never tell you you have to quit smoking because I know how hard it was for me to do it. It can't be any easier for anybody else. Can't we get down to 61? Yeah. I'm not a preacher when it comes to cigarettes, though. As far as you need to quit, you know how bad it is for your health. No. You're going to quit if you want to quit. That's all it comes down to. 100%. If you don't want to quit, you're not going to. If the doctor told you one more cigarette, you're going to tip over. I would say 9 out of 10 people are going to smoke that last cigarette because it's a habit. It's a thing you gotta have. Or at least you think you gotta have it because it's an addiction. I gotta have this cigarette. I'm stressed out today. I gotta have a cigarette. Okay? I'm having a real bad day today. I gotta have a cigarette. A lot of stress. Gotta have a cigarette. It's funny how that works. Again, not preaching. Just relating. I relate to you. But I want to honestly say it was one of the best things I ever did was quit smoking. At first it wasn't. This, but I can still be smoking. And now it's been 7 years, so I feel a whole lot better. I quit right before COVID hit. I feel a whole lot better. I'm never going to run a marathon, but that's because my knees are shot. Shots. You just feel better. I just find other things to spend my money on instead of cigarettes. Very expensive habit. But I always seem to find the money to buy my cigarettes. Over $300 a month on cigarettes. It's like, wow, that's a lot of money if you think about it. Man, open the door. Housekeeping. Just gotta push it with the bumper or what? Dumb gate. You almost had to physically run into it. I look forward to taking a look under my chassis. Security check. Alright. Well, again, thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. And we'll open book when it comes to anything that I'm using here. Shut my keys off. I have a tendency to forget to do that. Is it enough? Oh, son of a bitch. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all